Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a comparison lather between the Edwin Jagger Pure Badger brush and the restored Ever-Ready brush with the 22mm silvertip knot. So I am going to try to make all things equal. I'm going to use Cella, whichever. I'm going to first do a lather with Edwin Jagger, and I'm going to plop it in the water right now for about 30 seconds. So as you can see, it's been about 15 seconds. And I'm going to put just a little bit of hot water on the Cella. So pull the brush and the mug out, or brush and the bowl, sorry. Water. Trying to do this as carefully as I can. Just shaking it out. Can't see that. Here is how much water was in the brush. How much was that? Not really sure. But throw out that water and we'll start loading the Cella for about 30 seconds. And normally I do not time any of this stuff, I just do it kind of until I feel it's good. But to make all things equal, we are loading for 30 seconds both of the brushes, as well as soaking each brush for 30 seconds. So that was 30 seconds on the Cella. Empty bowl, so for a few drops of water, brush. And we'll get to doing this. So as you can see, it's nice and coating right now. I'll throw some water in here, and I do this by hand just so I can see about how much I'm getting. Super watery. Get all the lather from the sides into the middle. It's hard doing this way. More water, about a teaspoon. But again, with the water, I don't measure ever, and I'm not going to for this, because the water will not be equal. So as you can see, it's taken a minute to work up, but this is almost a shavable lather. It's definitely a shavable lather right now, but still needs just a little bit more work. So I'm pushing that down. Part of what I do is I push all the lather from the sides into the middle to try to help it out just a little bit, and do just a tad more water. And this is what I would call just about shave ready. Nice peaks on it, and it goes on really nice. Could actually use a bit more water, so do that just for trying to make a really nice lather for you guys. Just added a little bit more water to the mix. I'm not putting any more on my face, but there's hardly any in the bowl. And that's what's hanging off the brush. So that was 30 seconds of on the puck, 30 seconds in the water, or reverse that, 30 seconds in the water, 30 seconds on the puck, and then however long I was mixing. So that's that. Dropping it in. No camera tricks, just nothing. So I'll put you guys back up here. And my 30 seconds are just about up. Nothing in my hands. Now I'm picking up the bowl. Nothing in the bowl. And that's still got a lot of water in it, I can tell. And just with 30 seconds, this is how much water is in the bowl. So almost triple the amount of water. Like I said, I didn't measure the first water and I'm not measuring this, but almost triple. Cella had some water on it, and now we're going to go for 30 seconds again. Just loading it nice and good. I'm not pushing down. I didn't push down on the other one. Just loading the tips. And 30 seconds is almost approaching. And that was 30. So that's what 30 seconds of loading looks like on that. Brush or bowl again, empty. Brush to bowl. And as you can see, after just a few seconds, the bowl is pretty much coated and a lather is developing. So again, add about a teaspoon of water and see where that gets us. Now, this is not a scientific test at all. I'm just showing you the differences. There are obviously variables in what I'm doing, but I'm trying to eliminate as many as possible. By just common sense. It's not right. Just trying to take out as many of the variables as possible. And this is already what I would call a shave ready lather. Only had to do one real water addition. But as you can see, this is a really nice creamy lather from not a whole ton of time. But for the purposes of all things equal, I'll do a second water addition. And it won't be too watery because that was right about, that was just on the verge of being perfect, so this should make it awesome. So that's what I've got right now with that on the brush. Put this on my face. You can't feel this, I wish you could, but it feels remarkably better on your face than the Edwin Jagger does. It's still scratchy after 2 months of continuous use. So that's on my face, that's in the bowl. Let's see what we can get on the brush. That is on the brush, and that's still left in the bowl.